Go. Yeah, so I was asked to take a few takeaways from visiting CES early January this year. How many people were there? Good. Then it's a good theme of the show. You know about CES, the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas? Yeah, it's really fun. I've been there like 5 or 6 times. It's about 175,000 attendees to the show, and there are thousands of exhibitors. And the good thing is that it's turning out to be more and more innovations and entrepreneurs really driving this show. But still, let's look at some of the main topics from the show. So the 4 hottest topic areas really this year compared to last year is number 1, the self-driving cars. They have taken over more or less everything of the standard Las Vegas Convention Center. All the big players are there. IoT has grown really fast, really big. And it's everything from the cloud parts down to really, really vertical solutions, end-to-end solutions, like this one. Many different kinds and really, really funny ideas to see. AR and VR was big already last year, but this year you really see that augmented reality is getting a little bit ahead of the game compared to virtual reality. Probably because the industry thinks it's getting a quicker ROI compared to VR. Still, VR is growing. AI in all forms, that's basically where all this gets connected. And that's also why people are investing heavily, I would say, into IoT, is to catch the data and then be able to use the data to create gold, which is services and solutions that's based on the data that you collect. So some more step into it. With regards to the self-driving cars, all parts of the ecosystems are represented at the show. The market leaders, they have real cars going in the streets where they take out attendees for test drives. One of the examples, a company that we've been working with is NVIDIA. They have development kits starting around $1,000, where you have 12 simultaneous HD streams coming into a GPU that has about 4 times the GPU power of Xbox One. This is where the main driving is happening in the car industry. NVIDIA is really a front runner in this game. And also you see how this connects up to the AI parts, where you collect the data and use AI to really make things smarter and wiser and easier to use. I think there was some data coming out of Google and the self-driving car stats from San Francisco just last week, and you can see that the improvements in terms of the quality and the security of the self-driving cars has improved by a figure of 600% in the last 6 months. So it is working, it's happening, and everybody's going in this direction. Going into the IoT, it's really a interesting game. We hear Petra, one of the big players here in Sweden. They've been doing it for a long time. They've been, even if we haven't seen products, probably the last 6-8 years, they've been already studying this. We also have the rest of the industry coming along, and we have 12-15 different technology solutions to start with. We know that the cellular approach will be good. The problem is that we won't have it it takes a couple of months before we have it, and it probably costs a lot in the beginning to get those modules into our products, and we want to build market and learn to understand the market right now. This also gives a lot of space for players like LoRa and Sigfox, 6LoWPAN and so forth. So it's really interesting what's happening right now. We also see that the ecosystems takes forms. The very big players, Telit, Sierra Wireless, the operators who have the ready-made cloud solutions, they need gap fillers to get the solutions out there. Their organizations still typically have a distribution organization trying to sell this, but they need help from smaller companies who actually can do the real things, the demos, and developing the systems that they can show off for their clients. And here is also a new thing that we see, that the big players, they acquire small players that are really good in their niche. This is more or less how a lot of the innovation landscape for the big players are happening and taking place right now. You acquire good things. One of the companies we worked a lot with up in Umeå, SthlmHW, were acquired by Google. And all of a sudden we will have a lot lousier audio solutions in Sweden because Google is integrating that. Their services is not open to the public use anymore. Sad, but good for Fredrik and his team. AR and VR, as
1 minute.
yes, AR and VR. As I said, AR seems to pass VR in terms of bringing ROI faster, and the industry is picking up a lot faster on AR. You also see a lot more cooperation between the companies. You can see people that used to be enemies, they are now tagging along side by side, doing demos, customer cases to be able to nail the big clients down. That's really interesting as well. AI, we see it moving in with stuff like Alexa and Google Home. Sadly enough, we cannot buy them here in Sweden. We have to cheat buy through eBay and stuff, but still, this is how we will see it in the hands of the consumers to start with. But this is also moving in very, very fast. And my final point is cooperation is key. Don't do it all yourself. Be really good in a vertical and be ready to be bought, because there are people looking out there. And we are looking for, senior hardware guys if you have time over. Thank you.